President Trump would normally be expected to be at Arlington National Cemetery on Monday to mark Memorial Day, as he has in the past. He's actually overseas right now in Japan, left yesterday and arrived in Japan, there where he is meeting with Shinzo Abe, the leader of Japan, and talking a little bit about not only American trade and investment, but we're also understanding that he is going to participate in a number of Memorial Day services in Japan with U.S. troops there. We bring in John Roberts, traveling as he always does with the president there in Tokyo. Hi, John. You covered the White House for a long time. How unusual is it for the president to be abroad during Memorial Day?
It really is pretty unusual for the president not to be in Washington, D.C. during Memorial Day, but this was an invitation that the president could not turn down because he is the first world leader to be invited to meet with the newly enthroned Emperor Naruhito and his wife Masako here in Japan. That's why the president on Thursday paid a visit to Arlington National Cemetery to lay a wreath there. And it really is, when you're talking about Memorial Day, quite remarkable the way that the United States and Japan, after fighting so viciously against each other during World War II, have become such close allies. Japan, one of the closest allies that the United States has, in a very similar situation to that which the United States enjoys now with Germany as well, after all of the devastation, death, and destruction of World War II. While the official reason President Trump is here is to meet with the new Emperor Naruhito, trade looms large in any interaction between the United States and Japan, and trade will play center stage here as well when the president meets with Shinzo Abe, the prime minister. The United States right now is a $58 billion yearly trade deficit with Japan. That's why the president wants to ink a new trade agreement. Fresh off the plane last night, the president went right into a meeting with Japanese business leaders, encouraging them to invest more in the United States and saying that he will work with Prime Minister Abe to change the trade relationship. Listen here.
I would say that Japan has had a substantial edge for many, many years, but that's okay. Maybe that's why you like us so much. But we'll get it a little bit more fair. The world is changing. With this deal, we hope to address the trade imbalance, remove barriers to United States exports, and ensure fairness and reciprocity in our relationship, and we're getting closer.
And Ambassador John Bolton, who's already been here in Japan for a couple of days, tweeting just moments ago, quote, many productive meetings with Japanese officials here in Tokyo already. Glad that President Trump has arrived to continue discussions with our ever-important ally. I have to tell you that Japan really is rolling out the red carpet for President Trump. And I don't know if they're trying to soften him up on a trade deal or they're just trying to express how close the relationship is between the United States and Japan. But again, him being the first leader to meet with the new emperor later today, because it is now 2 o'clock in the morning here in Japan. The president will be joining Shinzo Abe. They'll go a little east of here to the Chiba Prefecture to play golf. And then later on today, the president will attend a sumo wrestling championship at which he will present the president's trophy. So today is a day to kind of kick back with Shinzo Abe, though a lot of business does get done in the golf course, and then they'll get down to the hard work of some trade negotiations tomorrow. Leila?
All right, a long day not only for the president, but a longer day as always as it is for John Roberts, traveling with him. And we know John's going to also be traveling as the president heads over to mark the 75th anniversary of D-Day. We'll talk about that in a little bit from here. John, thanks so much.